At the weekend of the United States Grand Prix, where Logan Sargeant would get his first taste of Formula One driving for Williams in Free Practice 1, he was announced that he was set to drive alongside Alex Albon in 2023. With the departure of Nicholas Latifi from the team, which even though we all love him, it was expected due to his poor performances compared to his teammates. However, there is one problem, and Logan may not even drive for Williams in 2023, depending on how the finale of the Formula 2 season ends. What exactly needs to happen in Abu Dhabi for Logan to become the first American driver in Formula 1 since 2015? Are there any other options if he does get the result that is needed? Well, let's take a look. Now, the way that Logan gets into the second Williams seat for 2023 is that he needs to have a super license. And to get this, he needs to have a specific amount of points. With Logan completing 100 kilometers in Free Practice 1 in America, all he needs to do is be in the top 6 in the Formula 2 standards come the checkered flag in the final race. Currently, Logan is P3 in the standing, so he has a very good chance of getting the 10 required super license points that he needs to drive for Williams next year. However, Formula 2 races are very unpredictable and anything can happen, and there's not much of a gap between P3 in the standing to P7. So Logan has to put in a good weekend and have no crashes so he can get this Williams seat. And it is putting a lot of pressure upon him to perform at to a high level. From Williams' standpoint, this is very risky, as if Logan does not get the result he needs in Abu Dhabi, Williams will look very silly, as they will have to scramble to find a late replacement. Logan will come into the season having only done one full season in Formula 1, so he has to adapt very quickly and try and be in and around the pace of his teammate. His expectations for his first season will be quite low as a rookie, so if he does get beat by Albon, it doesn't really matter. He's still very inexperienced, but he's great talent at the same time. So this is a huge gamble for Williams, but will it pay off? Or will he be another Latifi? Now, there, of course, is a chance that Sargeant does not get the required finish in Formula 2 to get enough super license points. So what would Williams' other options be for them to sign in 2023? One that may be possible is Mick Schumacher. And this is all on the basis that Haas does not re-sign Mick for 2023 season. And this could be left very late by them, and even after the last race in Abu Dhabi. Another option that is still possible but highly unlikely is Daniel Ricciardo, who is without a seat for 2023. He of course would love to stay in Formula 1 in 2023, but he has ruled it out in several different interviews that he has done in the past week, saying he will take a year out of the sport and come back in 2024. Ricciardo, if he does come to Williams, will bring in a lot of experience and talent to the team that can allow the team to grow. But the harsh reality is that Williams will more likely be more at the back of the grid next season. Alongside this, Ricciardo will also ask for a huge wage as he is coming in towards the end of his career and will want as much money as possible before he eventually does retire. Even though Ricciardo could be a great option in the short term, as soon as a better seat comes available, he would leave the team. So, looking at the very few options that Williams will have if Sargeant does not get the required result in the Formula 2 season, if Logan does not get enough super points, what do you think Williams should do? Should they look at the drivers who are without a drive for 2023, or should they look into the Williams Drivers Academy for drivers like Jamie Chadwick? Leave what you think in the comments below. One of the biggest reasons why Williams will want to have Logan Sargeant in the team is not because of his skill, but because he's from the United States. With the introduction of Drive to Survive, America has taken a loving to Formula 1, with the demand being the highest it ever has been, and tickets for races in America are selling out like they have never used to before. Of course, there's 3 races in America next season, with Miami and Texas being on the calendar already. But the new introduction of Las Vegas shows that the sport clearly wants to grow in America. There have also been several rumours of even more races coming to the United States due to the country being so big and the demand is so huge that they warrant having several races each year. Even though this is very controversial, it is also very smart, as tapping into the American market would make the sport bigger and bigger due to the size of the country and the amount of revenue it would generate each race, but also in merchandise and other factors. Going back to Williams, who is the worst team on the grid, they, of course, will not get the funds of other teams, and having Logan on the team will allow them to get a lot of merchandise and sales for the team. The team needs to get as much money as possible, and having Logan on the team helps the team have more eyes on them, which of course will mean more revenue in the long term. Do you think Logan to take Williams to the top? And will the money that Logan brings into the team be enough to help Williams grow as a team and be able to develop their car even more? Now, Logan is replacing Nicholas Latifi, who mainly people around social media loved, but he was not bringing in enough to the team. And he has been beaten by both his teammates. Latifi, when he came into Formula 1 in 2020, did have a few seasons in Formula 2 where he was able to get a few race wins, and he was able to gain a lot of experience and improve his racecraft before joining the team. However, Latifi was not really brought into the team for performance, he was brought in to bring in a lot of money into the team. This is the polar opposite of Logan, who has only brought into a team for performance, and he does bring money, but they will not be the sponsors that make him join the grid. Logan has only been in Formula 2 for just one season, and he has been able to win 3 races so far, and that is very impressive for a driver to come into Formula 2 and his first season to be a success. So Logan will, of course, be an improvement on Latifi, as he has much more potential, and maybe in the first season, Logan may not be as quick as Alex, but after a few seasons, he will be able to get on the pace or even more. So Logan should come into the team and be someone who could be a rookie to Alex Albon and someone who can become a driver who has the potential to be a world champion. Will Logan be a big improvement on Latifi? Will he be able to be on the pace of Alex Albon? Or even better, will he be a huge surprise and be even quicker than Alex Albon? Make sure to let us know what you think in the comments below. Logan is under a lot of pressure for the final race in Formula 2 in Abu Dhabi, but if he does get the relevant results that are needed, it will be a great appointment for the team. The amount of money and exposure that Logan will bring to Williams is very much needed for the team, and he can hopefully bring the team back up to the top. He, of course, is a much needed improvement on Nicholas Latifi, so Williams really does hope that he can be good competition for Alex Albon for the whole of the season. Is Logan Sargeant the man that Williams needs, or will he not even get to drive for the team? Let us know what you think about Logan in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video, and make sure to like and subscribe to the video for more, even more awesome Formula 1 content.